Cobra America is the U.S. marketing arm of DePro, a global company which produces conveyor equipment and related products for the mining and food industries. The Cobra America plan announced Friday that it will expand operations in Bristol, Tennessee by expanding its plant size from 14,000 square feet to 40,000 square feet. The plant is located in Bristol's Industrial Park just off Weaver Pike. The expansion is expected to double the number of employees with the possibility of future growth. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam joined Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey, city officials, and others in a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Cobra America plant.
Well, welcome to Cobra America. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out this morning to celebrate us getting into our new facility. I want to especially thank the Governor, Bill Haslam, for coming up and sharing in this event with us. And just wanted to tell you real quickly, Edgar and I met in 1999 at a Perkins restaurant here in Bristol, Virginia, and agreed to for me to develop the DePro brand of conveyor belting for him. And we started with that from the back of my car to the facility that you see here today.
Yeah, we are a small group, a private group, who is involved in conveyor belts and accessories for about 100 years. And we have been a lot specialized in coal mining. And it was the main reason why we came here, the proximity of the coal mining and the big market in coal mining. We have 3 factories in the world, manufacturing belting in China, in France, in Poland, and 2 factories for accessories in China. We are very, very happy with our first step here to have been able to have recognition for our brands here in America. And after the success we had with the whole team of Cobra America in a so short period of time, and because of the size of the market, we are now thinking about the next step, which is to start manufacturing facilities here in North America. And the area, with the experience we have and the support we have been given, seems to be very positive and very good for this project. So I hope that all this will materialize in the next years, and you will continue to give us the support that you have been giving us all along these years.
While growing businesses and bringing businesses into Bristol is my heart's desire, above and beyond that, it's really about the relationships that you get with people. And I had the great opportunity yesterday to have lunch with Mr. Jones and Mr. Mansour, and to get to know them and to see they're unique individuals, and they travel the world. They're very smart and intelligent. Mr. Mansour lives in the city center of Paris, but I'm very happy to have you here. You're a very educated, very world-traveled kind of guy. You have companies all over the world, and that you would want to have your headquarters for North America in Bristol, Tennessee really means a lot to us. And anything that we can do, the city council, the city employees, we're just a phone call away. So we will do whatever it takes for you to be happy as a business person in Bristol, Tennessee, and we thank you for the opportunity.
Network's involvement in this issue came about as a result of a county commissioner's contact. A company called Goro had contacted the state, and the state was treating them very well, taking them around, showing them potential sites for a potential plant. And Brian Boyd, Commissioner Boyd, very good friends with Jeff Jones, and we got involved, and the state brought actually the Goro people, our visitors from China, to Sullivan County, and we developed a very close relationship with them, and we hope it's going to bear fruit fruit in the future. It is good to be here with my good friend John Lundberg. John, he and I work well representing this area in Nashville. As you all know, not only am I Lieutenant Governor, but also State Senator of this area and a Speaker of the Senate. And John and I work together on a daily basis to make sure that we're doing what's best for Northeast Tennessee and make sure we're trying to bring jobs into Northeast Tennessee. And I want to talk about that just for a second before I introduce the governor, because I think we have put together a team in Nashville that's second to none. Working with Beth Harwell, that I got to know the minute I was sworn into the State House in 1993. She sat in the seat directly in front of me, and Governor Bill Haslam and I were friends before, but now, especially through the governor's race, we've said this many times, that rarely do you run against somebody for 17 months, become better friends than you were at the beginning, but that's the case. And we got to know each other very well through that, and still work together very well. He came here and sat down beside me, and he said, "I haven't seen you in a little while. I miss you." I hope you meant that, okay? I hope you meant that I actually meant that he missed me, but I miss him too, because we do work well together. And if you look at what we've been able to do over the last 3 years in the state of Tennessee, it's really remarkable. The education reform that we put into place with teacher evaluation, with tenure reform, with collective bargaining, on and on and on, and it's showing results with more and more children reading at grade level, more and more children doing math and science at grade level, graduation rates are up. But there's two things we really want in the state of Tennessee: to make sure we have that good teacher in each and every classroom, because that's so important, but even more importantly, to understand that we want Tennessee to be the best state in the nation to own and operate a business. And with the tort reform that we've done, with the unemployment compensation reform that we've done, and on and on and on, that's proving to be the case. And I have statistics on that, if you wanted to see that, on how we've led the Southeast, even leading the nation in areas in job growth. But most importantly to me, of course, is the area that I represent, right here in Northeast Tennessee. And we've seen a lot of growth in Middle Tennessee lately, but I want to make sure we have that same growth here in Northeast Tennessee. And Mr. Mansour, that's the reason I'm here. I want you to come to Northeast Tennessee. I'm going to be very blunt about that. But we want to do everything we can to help you out, to make sure you bring that manufacturing facility to North America. If you bring it to North America, we want you to bring it to Tennessee. If you bring it to Tennessee, we want it in Northeast Tennessee, right where we are right here. So we'll do everything we can to make sure that happens. So thank all of you all for being here and showing the support to industry. That's what it takes. And now I get the opportunity to introduce my good friend, Bill Haslam. And again, I've known Governor Haslam back when I used to be able to call him Bill. I can't anymore. Now he's Governor Haslam, so it is good to have the governor here. And I want to tell you, he went above and beyond the call of duty to be here today. That is an understatement. He had to be somewhere this morning. He's got to be back in Knoxville for lunch. I aggravated him just a tad to make sure he's here. When he asked if I needed to be there, I don't know how many reallys you can put in one sentence. I really want you here. And that's kind of what happened in one of the text messages in particular. They were all in caps too, by the way. And because of that, the governor is here, and I appreciate that. So at this time, I wanted to introduce what I think is the best governor in the whole United States of America, and my good friend Bill Haslam. Thank you. I'm not lying about the realies.
Thanks, Ron. He wasn't lying about the realies. I got this text message from him. Normally, Ron and I swap text messages about 3 times a day, but normally they're like 3 words each. And this one was one of these like that you just kept scrolling, and really was capped about 17 times in this message. So I got the message. I really was supposed to be here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you, Mr. Mansour, and everybody with Cobra. We're actually very excited to be here today. And Ron really, he was very explicit that he wanted me to come, but he didn't really have to do that. This is important. Let me tell you a story of where I was yesterday and why I think that applies to today. Yesterday, I was on the other side of Tennessee, Tipton County, almost the next to last county you can get heading west before you hit the Mississippi River, before you hit Shelby County. And we announced that we're going to build the world's largest ice cream factory in Tennessee. Okay, so you're thinking, well, West Tennessee, ice cream, this is Northeast Tennessee, conveyor belts and fasteners. What does it have to do with each other? Well, there's several things. They began, like this company did, with I think they actually started with like 105 employees there about 10 years ago. Roughly similar. I think this company started here in 2002. Am I right about that? They've grown over the period of time to where they had about 500 employees. And yesterday they announced they were going to add another 500 employees and spend about $100 million. The pattern holds. And by the way, that company also had European ownership. The pattern holds. What we see in Tennessee is this. Companies start, They build here and establish a presence. They understand, hey, this place has a great work ethic, and they have a workforce where people really do want to come and produce a great product. And so they grow. And if you look at our business growth in Tennessee, a lot of the big stories are about this big company that moves and that, but almost 80% of our growth in businesses in Tennessee is from existing companies that start at a certain size, and then they add 50 more jobs, and they add 100 more jobs, and hopefully then they add 200 more jobs, and that's what's happened. So I'm going to join my friend Lieutenant Governor Ramsey, Mr. Mansour. We would ask you to have that growth here. I'm sure those plants in China and other things do great work and produce good product, but I'm even more certain that you'll produce better product here. And have great results, a great product at a low cost that you will be proud of. So on behalf of the state of Tennessee, thank you. Thank you for your commitment to expand and grow here. We talk a lot, those of us, John and Ron, and those of us in government talk a lot about, the state of Tennessee has created so many jobs, but if you ask all of us, what we tell you the truth is this: we know that we don't create any jobs. Jobs get created when folks put capital at risk. When people invest money, then real jobs get created instead of just government jobs that come from taking money from other people. So we are very, very grateful for the investment you're making here. I promise you we will never take that for granted. We look forward to you continuing to grow right here in Northeast Tennessee and to have this be the place in the world where you manufacture the very best product that you can at the very lowest cost. So on behalf of the state of Tennessee, thank you for your investment here.
We have a great workforce here in Bristol with a great work ethic, and it looks like the rest of the world is seeing what we've known all along.